Hi YouTube, so this is going to be the Rosalie Hale tutorial, basically inspired look by Rosalie Hale from Twilight. And basically what I did was I took got a couple little pictures here, just different pictures of her, just as inspiration, you know. I didn't go exactly by what the picture shows, you know. Oh Emmett, do I love you, even though your head is cut off. But I did do sort of look like her. So I hope you like this and let's get started. Let me zoom up. I'm just going to keep it about that distance. So first thing you need to do is you really need to blank out your eye, completely mattify your eye. I'm using my Sally Hansen eye base like usual, and I just kind of put it on my finger and have at it. And you can see this just really mattifies your eye. I like Rosalie's makeup for a couple of different reasons. I like it that it's really sort of plain, very neutral looking, but it's really intense, you know. And if you know anything about the character of Rosalie, she's pretty dang intense. I'll give her that. Okay, so basically do that. My eyes are a little bit red, so I'm gonna try to cover that up a little bit. That part there is really red, isn't it? Try and cover it up a little bit. I had makeup on before I did this tutorial, so that's probably why. Then just take a flat shader brush, and I'm going to use this one from the Sedona Lace brush set, which is just flat shader brush. And you just need to take basically matte skin tone color, any kind of a cream sort of color. I'm just mixing a couple from the Coastal Scents palette, 88 Warm palette. Load it up on your brush and go. And yeah, so pretty much just put it all over your eye, pat it all in. And I'm not going to go all the way up because I'm going to put something underneath the brow too, so just use that to mattify your eye. It's also going to help to blend out the other colors. But then what you will need to do is this isn't really necessary. You could just basically use any sort of a highlight, but I don't want anything harsh. So this is my little depotted NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencil in cottage cheese, and it looks really nasty in there, I know. But I'm just going to take this sort of flat brush, and this is by e.l.f. Get some on the tip here, and place this underneath the brow, like that. And then just sort of rub it in. It's just going to give you like just the slightest highlight, not anything dramatic, because when I was looking at the picture, she doesn't really have too much going on for highlight. You know, she looks really awake, but she doesn't have a ton going on. So basically just put this where you would normally highlight. You can see just how subtle it really is. If you want to add more, go ahead and add more. But yeah. There, just do that, and there, that's your highlight. Then you're going to take a medium tone brown for the crease, and you're going to basically, I like to take, this is going to be kind of hard to show you like usual, but I like to take this color right there and kind of mix it with that one up there. This kind of mid-tone brown shade that I use all the time. I just kind of mix those two. And put it on a fluffy brush like this, tap off the excess, and just start working this into the crease. Like that. And I like doing this because it just softens it so much, makes it really easy to blend out the colors. You know, you don't really have to think about it. It just sort of goes, you know, really easy. Kind of load up your brush whenever you feel the need, and I mean, you can make this as intense or light as you want it. I'm making it a little bit more intense just for the sake of the tutorial. So okay, apply that all with your big fluffy brush, and then take something a little bit more focused, you could say. Like, I'm going to be using the 217. So you're going to take the 217, which I have right here, and I know it has a couple different colors in it just from using it, but apply it in the darker shade that we used up there, and just sort of focus this in the crease, like just right in there. You're not really going all the way in the crease, but a little bit. Just like that. And then you can blend that out a bit too. Okay, and then you're gonna take just a little angled brush like this. This is just from e.l.f. And go in that same color. And you don't want it super concentrated underneath, just a little bit of color swept underneath. And you don't want to go too far in, just mainly focusing on the outer corner, like that. Then you're going to take an angled brush, just a really small angled brush, and you're going to dip this into a matte black color. And spray it, if it's not super pigmented, spray it with Fix Plus, like I'm going to do, or any sort of mixing agent. And make sure you got plenty of color on there. Sorry, my nose is just really itchy. And then you're going to use this as your liner. And basically just pat this in. This is going to be a little bit softer than using actual eyeliner, but it's still going to give that really nice sort of smoked effect. And be really, really precise. Go all the way in with this. My eyelashes are getting in the way. Hope you can see that okay. Let me grab my mirror, just so I can use this too. Kind of using the camera, so. Okay, and then for the wing, I'm not doing a super intense wing, just basically draw a little line out like that. Of course, this eye is probably going to turn out crappy because the other eye turned out good. It always seems to go that way. Like, whichever eye I'm not recording, that always seems to turn out so much better than the eye I record with. So basically draw your little line and then sweep it in. Yeah, of course that had to turn out less cool than that one. And then you're going to take that black again and just put it in the very outer corner. And bring it in just a little bit. It gives you much more of that like wide-eyed effect. Okay, so you're good there, and then that's basically it for the eyes. I will be right back. I'm going to put my mascara on and show you what I did for my cheeks and everything, so stay tuned. Okay, so this is basically the finished look. I got kind of lost for a second there. Okay, so for my cheeks, you know, I was looking at her pictures and there were a couple of options that you can do, definitely. And it's a couple times she looked like she had more peachy blush on, and then a couple times it looked like she had more, almost like a neutrally plummy but berry sort of like flush, you know? So it just sort of depends what you like. For this particular blush look, I use this, which is Sutton Place Peach by NYC. And it is like not very pigmented, but it's just like kind of like this peachy color. And it just kind of went on nice and I liked it. And on top of that, I just barely took my brush in my NYC bronzer, just barely like that, just barely touched it. And I worked that over my cheeks also, just to, I don't know, give a little bit more definition, I guess. So I did that, and then, but another option for blush, I would say something along the lines of this color up here. This is my Coastal Scents palette. And something like this, which is sort of a neutrally, you know, sort of plummy-ish sort of color, I think would have looked really, really nice for this look. That would have definitely been a good option. So either one really works. I'm like half out of the camera up here. Anyway, so either one of those is good. And then on my lips, I had the worst time trying to find a lip color to use because nothing looked like her lips. Like, I swatched so many different things. I washed it all off, well, attempted to. I tried so many different looks, so many different liners and lipsticks. I don't have that many liners, but I was just trying this specific liner with a bunch of lipsticks. Oh, I just threw that. Yeah. Anyway, that's embarrassing. Anyway, what I decided to do though is I just wanted sort of a barely bitten mauvey reddish berry kind of color. And I got that, and I wanted it to be matte too. And I got that, and I used this NYC little lip liner. And this is in 953. I don't know, it was like $1 or something. I don't even know if you can read that because of the glare. 953, but it's just like this really deep sort of berry color. Looks like that. And I lined my lips a lot on the bottom. I put quite a bit of the lip liner on the bottom because you can really kind of see her lip line underneath. And then I just barely lined the rest, and I really blended it in with my finger. Then what I did was I just dabbed on this Revlon lipstick, and it's a matte lipstick in Wine Not. I dabbed that on, blended it in again with my clean finger, and I just blended just to get a bit of a deep berry sort of look. And then to top it all off, to smooth everything over, I used this Rimmel lipstick in Airy Fairy. You can see that. And this is just, it was just a nice sort of topper lipstick. But after I put that on, since it was a little bit shimmery, where did it go? Oh, it's right here. I possibly blotted my lipstick on Emmett because I love him. He's my favorite. So anyway, you want a matte lip just because that's kind of looks like what she's wearing, you know. So anyway, this is my Rosalie inspired look. I hope you like this. I know it's probably not perfect, but I think it's definitely pretty, you know, even if it's not perfectly like Rosalie, I think it's pretty. So I hope you enjoyed this, you guys, and look out for the other tutorials. Yeah, and they'll all be posted in the down bar or whatever it's called once they're all up, so you can look at those. But if this is the first one, don't expect any to be in there. So I'll talk to you very, very soon, guys. Bye!